Clickheads, the game show about Wikipedia that we promise isn't boring. Please welcome your hosts, Archie and Bretz.
Hello, Clickhead, wherever you are listening to our beautiful, little bit growing podcast. I'm Archie, and I'm sitting actually, opposite Bretz. Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. Little bit growing is nice.
Yeah,
Our podcast is a grower, not a shower.
that's right, yeah.
What's a shower podcast?
Oh, to be one of those ones that have got like millions of followers, like they're showing off, but really I think we're matching them for downloads.
Yes, we are. If the comparison is to the genitalia of a male, where you discuss, are you a grower or a shower?
Yep.
The concept of being a shower indicates that you are like immediately, like you don't have to do anything. It arrives in its final form.
Yep.
So on that basis, you're right. I think it's like one of those podcasts that a celebrity launches, I suppose. Conan O'Brien is a great example. Like he was already famous. He was like, hey, I now have a podcast. And it was like automatically one of the big podcasts in the world.
God, it'd be amazing to have that power, wouldn't it?
It would be amazing.
No, and it's like when, not that I follow them closely, but the Kardashians, whatever they choose to do will inevitably be at a level of success. If they launch a perfume, if they launch a condom, and other such products. Whatever they do, it'll work.
A perfume and a condom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe the world's first fragranced condom.
You know what the best thing they could do with the condom is? They could replace
Swap
the C with a K. So
Yeah.
it'd be like condom.
Although it
was
would be
about-
problematic if she named it after herself. Because she couldn't call it the Kim Kardashian condom. That would not work.
Why not?
Well, if she
yeah.
replaced the C with the K. That's just...
So it's the Kim Kardashian condom, the KKK.
Exactly. And look, I mean, to be fair, depending on the size of the condom...
Why would that be a problem?
Because the users of it, depending on the size she went with, if you put it over your head like a little hood... then that would be a massive issue. Now, look, I want to be partly...
So I'm just looking, 2 minutes and 16 seconds is how long it took for us to get to Kim Kardashian using a giant condom to look like a Ku Klux Klan hood.
Yeah. Are we trying to ruin her? Maybe.
And that's why we're growing not a show podcast. Conan O'Brien out coming up with stuff like that.
Exactly.
Conan O'Brien ain't whipping out. So, Kim in this scenario... CEO, but the C is a K.
Yeah, of course, the KO.
So she's the KEO of the KKK.
Which is the Kim Kardashian condom, not to be confused with the other group.
And because it's like so thin, the condom, when you're having sex, it feels like it isn't there. She's like, it's almost like you're not wearing one. It's like magic. And in a way, I'm a wizard. So she's the grand wizard of the KKK.
Yeah.
The Kim Kardashian condom.
Yeah.
Incorporated, of course, Inc. C replaced with a K.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
this is
look,
good.
the business idea is there.
I have a condom.
Good. You should. I could tell you where you could buy them as well.
What's your approach? Are you the kind of guy who? Because when I was younger,
Yeah.
if I was buying condoms, it would be like, "Ooh, I'm going over to my girlfriend's house. I'm 18. I need some condoms."
Yeah.
It's so uncouth to buy condoms. I'll buy a little bit of gum. I'll buy a Mars bar. I'll buy like a donut and a box of condoms. And the attendant will be so confused that they'll just, the condoms will, it's like, he's getting some gum, he's getting some condoms, he's getting a twirl. Hang on a minute, was that? Oh, whatever. Now I roll in, a lit cigarette hanging out of my mouth at the BP. I slam the condoms on the counter and I go, no, I don't have flybys. I got to hit the road. Hombre.
I genuinely don't remember when I was younger. I'm sure I was a little bit embarrassed, but here's a true story about when my now wife, Lucy, flew out to Australia for what was our second date.
Famously.
For 12 days.
Yep.
Picked her up from the airport, and I famously...
Sorry to cut you off. For new listeners, Archie and Lucy went on one 90-minute date in the UK.
And it was a double date with her sister and her brother-in-law.
Started talking digitally.
Mm.
Strange way to say that.
It is.
On a phone.
Yeah.
And then she flew to Australia from the UK for the second date.
For the second physical meeting of the two of us, yeah.
Incredible. Go on.
In a massive oversight, I famously, just like you famously got an iPhone at 18, I famously forgot to pick up and get any condoms ready for this. Well, you know, we're all adults here. It was going to be a very sexual 12 days of physical interaction. So anyway, I picked her up in the airport at Perth, and then I drove about. What's so funny about my physical interactions with my wife? I was a confident young man.
I've only ever heard you tell the story to like other couples with Lucy, and it's always like a whirlwind romance. the most beautiful second date you've ever heard. And you just described the 12 days that set up your marriage as 12 days of very physical interaction.
It's the context of the condom story I'm about to tell. But what was really funny, when I picked Lucy up, as soon as we went and walked to the car park, like before we could even get to the car, like we were macking on, I was having a big kiss with her.
Yeah.
And this guy drive past and hoots, and I've just gone, oh, fuck off, mate. And then the guy he's got his thumb out the window going, yeah, mate. So that was like Lucy's first few minutes of
making out in Australia.
Yep. And I've told a guy to fuck off because I thought he was getting pissed. But to your point about do I get other things when I buy condoms, I forgot to buy them. So on the way back in the airport, I went to a BP, and Lucy always brings this story up. I very confidently went to a BP, like mass services garage. It was a KFC, a Macca's, whatever. And I've just gone, condoms, lube. That was it.
That's so
Lucy
awesome.
Next to me. And that was my big like, hey.
Yeah. Hey.
Nothing to be ashamed of here. We're all adults.
I admire that, actually.
Yeah.
That's genuinely just, let's not beat around the bush.
Yeah.
So to speak. That's what the lube was for. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And
Jeez, we've covered a lot of topics quickly today.
well, we're in a mood of hopping from topic to topic, which might be a good thing because this is the Wikipedia game show that we promise isn't boring, where we try to connect two seemingly unrelated topics using only the Wikipedia pages. We have 5 clicks. We have half an hour. We cannot use Control F. We cannot click on countries and or cities. A little bit dubious. And we have a booby trap. We cannot see the name Rowan Atkinson.
That's right.
Now, you would have just heard from Clickhead
Emma?
that
We love you, Emma.
we love you, Emma. Great, beautiful, and perfect person. And I'm glad she's probably said, hey, everyone, I was on a podcast. Listen, and sent this to her family and heard 4 minutes of Archie talking about how he purchases lube.
I don't know. I think the switch off part would have been the Kim Kardashian condom company.
That's a real litmus test for the listener.
It is.
If you
Big
can
time.
if you can make it through that, and we like to do that. We like to shed listeners who don't deserve to be here.
You've just got to power through.
As someone who I think has lost multiple followers in the last 24 hours, I'm in the mode of being like, oh, that's good. You shed the people who don't understand you.
Yeah. Then you figure out who your true friends / followers are.
If you don't want me at my Kim Kardashian condom company, you don't deserve me at my Eurovision to Kevin Rudd, which is what we're trying to do today. Now, let's brief point of order.
Sorry, just to wind back to the condoms very briefly. Do you reckon there's one condom company they've put company in the title, but they've replaced the O to U? So it's the company?
Oh,
That would be smart.
Now that's
anyway,
awesome. No, that's-
back to Clickheads.
that was very much worth going back to. Company. That is good.
I mean, is it the Durex company?
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, this podcast is brought to you by Durex.
Is there a publicly listed condom company? Like, can you buy shares in Durex?
It's been a long time since I navigated the world of publicly listed companies. I do usually read that newsletter every
I
morning.
know you've been
I
sleeping.
haven't seen Durex up there for a while, but I usually tap out after the B.
They're not
It's
on
an
the.
alphabetical
They're not on
order.
the ASX. They're on the ASX.
Aye, nice.
Having
And again, this episode brought to you by the ASX.
What do
Are
you
we a publicly listed podcast?
We're about to. We think just because we're on like Spotify, like anyone can download us. We're like, well, we're publicly listed in that the public can see us on a list. It's like, boys, that is not what that means. You need to stop telling people that you are publicly listed. It's a crime.
So, Clickhead Emma, we love you. Thank you for the suggestion today. Also, she, in her little comment and message that she left us, she's, I believe, a school teacher.
Oh.
She loves the podcast so much, she says that she is going to be introducing this game to her classroom.
Holy,
Don't know if she'll be...
Fuck me for a second. I thought you said she's going to play this episode for her class. Don't do that.
No, Emma, if you're listening, don't proof listen to this. Just whack it on to those year 4 kids and just go hammer and tong. They're going to grow up one day.
They got to know. They got to learn.
So, yeah, thank you to Emma. So that's very cool because,
awesome.
I mean, the origins of this podcast is this was an actual game that you used to play with your mates at school. I didn't do that, but you did, Bretz.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. So Emma, she wants us to get to Eurovision, from Eurovision to Kevin Rudd, and arrogantly, we both believe this is actually going to be quite easy.
We think it's doable. Now, let's get to a point of order. She said Kevin Rudd, and I will accept Kevin 07. Now, to my mind, it's going to be easier to get to Kevin Rudd than Kevin 07.
Definitely,
So
I'd assume.
do we make things interesting and say we have to get to Kevin 07?
I think I'd be happy to put the challenge out there, even though we haven't had a win for, 2 weeks
Yeah,
now?
now I'm like, I kind of want to win. Because that would mean our last click, by our second last click, we have to be on Kevin Rudd.
Can I say, I do think that we can get to Kevin Rudd before 5 clicks. And if we get to Kevin Rudd, we'll get to Kevin 07. Surely.
Okay. Shall we try? No, I do agree.
let's
Okay,
just
let's
do
try and get to Kevin 07.
Yeah.
Right. Ready to rock?
Let's do it.
30 minutes remaining. 5 clicks remaining.
Do you like Eurovision?
Yeah. I'm not, I do. I've never, like, gone to a Eurovision party. I've never, like, gotten dressed up or anything like that. I like the...
Music?
You know me, mate. I'm just a sucker for an event. Any, like, event I'll get into. Anything that's big and gets people together, that's my kryptonite. I absolutely love it. Like the World Cup. I wasn't that into soccer, but I was fanging for a bit of the World Cup.
Yeah. Just trying to think of...
Olympics. I don't watch that much shot put outside of the Olympics, but when it's
Hang on. We're not putting Eurovision on the same level as World Cups and Olympics.
Some people would, bro.
My hot take? I don't like Eurovision.
Speak on that.
Just, firstly, another hot take. Australia shouldn't be in it. It's Eurovision, okay? Can we be an Asian vision? I'm happy with that. Because, like, the Socceroos, the football team, they play in the Asian Cup. That's fine.
If you want to say Asian vision and ignore some of the very obvious comments that might come on Facebook, I didn't
You
say
draw
it. No,
that. I'm talking about a song competition with Thailand.
I'm saying
and
if
Cambodia.
you call a competition Asian vision, people with jet skis and Australian flags as their Facebook profile picture might have something to say about it.
That's a good point.
I am versed in these people, Archie.
I think my best idea, I peaked too early on this podcast. The Kim Kardashian company was the peak, and now I've made an error, but that's okay. Why do I suddenly think I'm in the podcast industry of creating businesses for people? I'm trying to get to Wikipedia pages.
Can I ask you a question about your dislike of Eurovision? You're more just saying it ain't your flavour. You're not like against the countries coming together. Because I think it's pretty widely accepted that it is as much a diplomatic exercise as it is a creative one.
But
hence why countries like Australia get brought in and Canada and whatnot, and Israel got expelled and whatnot, and Russia. It's like it is very much a political animal as much as it is like, let's sing about volcanoes.
Yeah.
Fire in my tummy. Like whatever they sing.
It's so funny.
The songs are really good.
Before we recorded this, podcast producer Paige is here in the studio with us, and I was saying to her, all my knowledge of Eurovision is based on, like, the last couple of years was like the Milkshake Man song. And she's like, Paige goes, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
But Paige, what is the Milkshake Man? Do you know?
No idea.
Okay. Yeah. What, do you know? It was our song, I believe, last year or the year before. And it's a guy, he gets in a blender and he goes, I'm gonna be in the Milkshake Man.
Was that our submission, Australia's?
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Milkshake Man was, and that's why I'm like, what the fuck is Eurovision? I don't get it. Like,
I love that there's a place for the weirdos.
No, I'm happy with that, but how does it work? Is there a theme every year? And what's the theme?
I think there might be a theme.
If only there was a page that would tell us all this information.
If only...
Maybe there is.
If only this information was handily put together.
Paige was actually telling me that she refers to her partner, James. He is the Milkshake Man. Is that right? Is that right, Paige?
No.
Paige, can I just say, Archie's in a mood today. He came in hot with condoms, racism, and now...
I stand by Asian Vision. I think they should have a singing competition that would rival Eurovision. I think everyone just needs to grow up and not just look at racial stereotypes.
There is
I think
just
that's wrong.
so much to say about the concept of Asian Vision that I don't feel like getting into right now.
What would you call the Asia Pacific region's version of the Eurovision Song Competition? What's a better name for it?
China Dance. But it can't just be China.
That's so exclusive.
I would call it...
It's supposed to be inclusive.
Australasia Vision.
Australasia.
Australasia. Oceania. No, because Oceania's just us and like New Zealand
and Samoa,
the islands.
The islands, yeah.
Just think it'd still be fun. Listen, honestly,
that'd be interesting. Culturally,
I can't tell you why Australia should be in it, apart from the obvious like diplomatic stuff. But I like that we're there, and it doesn't bother me that much. I don't have enough fealty to the idea of Europe that I'm like gonna get annoyed about the qualifications. But I do like that we're allowed to be there.
Have they kicked out Britain yet? Because they're not in the EU anymore.
I think they decided they were allowed to keep coming. I don't know why. Mate, again, but I do know that ABBA won in 1974, and I think that was the first one.
So it's been
Did
held.
Did they win the first Eurovision? When did it start?
It started in. Hold on, I'm on the page. 1956.
Okay, so they didn't, but they won in 1974. They
How
won.
did you not know that? You're not on the page. You just scroll down a bit.
I'm further down.
Because so there's 52. The EBU, which is the European Broadcasting Union, they have the best parties. They invite associates that are eligible to compete. Broadcasters from 52 countries have participated at least once. But do they have like a wild card? Like every year, is there one European country that gets to take part? Or are we just permanently in it now, Australia?
We are permanently in it.
Wow.
We've gone every year since Guy Sebastian.
Wouldn't it be cool if the reason that Australia was in it is because they had to boot out the UK after Brexit, and then we took their spot, like reigniting the Ashes rivalry, but in song form?
I'm just having a look. Like, there's just so much stuff. There's actually a separate page for like the conflicts between the two countries at Eurovision for Armenia and Azerbaijan.
Can I throw out a first click suggestion? So there's a thing here right at the top. Several of the best-selling music artists in the world have competed, including ABBA, Celine Dion, Julio Iglesias, Cliff Richard, and Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Mm.
I'm like gonna go out on a limb and say we should just do that because I'm looking for some sort of like historical moment where they're like, here is when Australia got admitted, and like I was thinking maybe I don't know who was Prime Minister when we got admitted. It's probably like Malcolm Turnbull by this point. But like whether they would be the leader of Australia would be mentioned at the time. But I think Olivia Newton-John's pretty good. Waterloo was the song that ABBA won with.
I just actually, just for my own knowledge, I want to read about the rules.
Okay.
So the rules are not very defined under the rules subheading at all.
It's a judging system.
All competition songs have a duration of 3 minutes or less. The rules apply only to a version performed during the live shows in order to be considered eligible. The song cannot have been released commercially.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's got to be a new song. You can't come in and be like, I'm going to do a cover of You're the Voice.
But is the judging based on how, like, I mean, I've seen like entries of the last few years of like Norway and like there's Viking performances, and it's all like the visuals are almost as important as the song itself. It's all incredibly well produced. I'm not going to take away from that. But do you watch it? I've heard of like Eurovision parties with Australians. They like stay up late and they watch it live. And
I had friends who did that at uni.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever went to one. I've never been as into it. I know a girl I used to work with named Zilla. She, at the ABC, was like absolutely into it. So we'd have her on as like our Eurovision correspondent when anything Eurovision would happen. Like there are people who I would compare it to just, I probably have a fealty towards people who love Eurovision because I love the Oscars.
Yes.
It's like, it's a fairly, like it's an institution. It's probably a little outdated in terms of how we consume and enjoy media now. We don't live in a world where we like have one night a year where we sit down and get into something, but it's like, it's got problematic aspects to it. There's lots of questions around eligibility and campaigns. Like there is so much between the Oscars and Eurovision, but I love the Oscars. It's just something that animated my youth, and I'm like an absolute obsessive about the Oscars. There are people like that for Eurovision.
with Eurovision, how does the voting work? Like, do the other countries vote on the other countries, and then there's like a general vote too? Because
I think you're like vastly overestimating how much I know about Eurovision.
Oh, I
You've
seem
asked
to
me
be.
like 3 times now,
Yeah.
what are the rules and how's the score? I don't know and I don't watch it. But I will watch the winning song.
Who won last year?
I don't know.
What about the year before?
I don't know, man.
Well, fuck.
I don't know. We can look at it. It's in the page. It's in front of our face. Let's click on Olivia Newton-John. I think we should do it.
So that
Ready
will
to-
get us to Australia. Surely she's done something with a politician.
That's
or
what I'm
something.
thinking. Should we go for it?
Yep.
Let's do it.
4 clicks remaining.
Podcast producer Paige, do you approve that click?
I do approve that click. Love Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. huge
Grease
fan.
Girl?
Grease Girl through
Yeah.
and through.
Favorite
yeah.
song from the movie?
Ooh, it's Grease the Lightning.
Oh, she's clicking and moving.
There were some moves there.
That's very good.
If only we had another camera, you could see that on the YouTube. On the YouTube. Can you sing,
What a
apart from
woman.
Waterloo, do you know another song from Eurovision? Do you know who our first ever entrant was?
No.
Guy Sebastian.
Is that right?
So we sent Guy Sebastian along. We were like, it's our first time. We've been invited to Eurovision. Who represents us? And they sent Guy Sebastian. And then Knowlesy went to Asian Vision. But his song was really catchy. I remember it was like,
How did it go?
oh, we will do tonight again. Yeah, 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 yeah. He came fifth, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And then Dami Im, I believe.
I think it's Dami.
Sorry,
Come
Dami.
on. Oh,
20 minutes remaining.
I think Dami Im came second. And there was controversy over the voting. I remember there was furor around Dami Im where they were like, she should have won. And then Delta's gone. Kate Miller-Heidke's gone.
the Milkshake Man.
Milkshake Man. We sent along some like hectic rock group.
Mm.
I think we sent good people. I'm pretty happy with who we've sent.
Last year was Delta, wasn't it? That was like the big thing.
Was that? Yeah.
I believe
or
it was.
Or has she been announced as this year?
Oh, maybe.
I'm not sure. Let's go through. Now, I don't think... Now, Olivia Newton-John was appointed an Officer of the Order of Australia. Now, I don't know if Kevin Rudd is a member of the Order of Australia. I don't think you just get to be an OAM if you've been the Prime Minister.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think so. But
surely on that page, the OAM page, there would be like hyperlinks about who gets to decide that and if you've held government office, and it would certainly, you'd think, be a way to get somewhat towards the Prime Minister's Office of Australia.
You would. Now, Daryl Braithwaite. Oh, Olivia Newton-John went to primary school with Daryl Braithwaite.
Well,
At 14, with 3 classmates, Newton-John formed a short-lived all-girl group called Soul 4, which often performed at a coffee shop owned by her brother-in-law. Newton-John originally wanted to become a vet, but then chose to focus on performance after doubting her ability to pass science exams.
I know it was a cover, but you know, Daryl Braithwaite, he was singing about Olivia Newton-John for horses.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
He was like, we'll go riding on the horses. Yeah, him and Olivia. Even though it was a cover.
Oh, I thought you were making some sort of crude remark about her having a horse face. I was like, what are you talking
What is
about?
with you today? First, the Asian vision.
You're doing this to yourself.
You are just, your mind's in the gutter.
No, yours is.
No.
I'm shocked.
No one else. Were you thinking that page?
No, I certainly wasn't.
Thank you.
I'm sincerely shocked by some of what you've come out with today. I reckon if we walk away with one thing today, it's that Daryl Braithwaite and Olivia Newton-John went to school together
All right.
at 14. Do you reckon they hooked up?
Well,
Do you reckon they had a peck?
yeah, on a horse. They were riding together. All right. Here's how we get to Kevin Rudd. Easy peasy.
Sure.
Down underneath, sadly, on Olivia Newton-John's Wikipedia page, illness and death, there is a sentence about when she passed away on the 8th of August 2022. She was 73. Australian Prime Minister, hyperlink, Anthony Albanese,
Oh, yeah.
and many other celebrities. As a mark of respect, Melbourne and Sydney lit up many of their landmarks.
That's
a pretty good
a
click.
pretty good click. It's a pretty good click.
I think this is making me feel very confident that we can get to the Kevin 07 political campaign.
Now, did we check if it has its own page? It
No.
must.
I wonder if Emma's sending us on a wild goose chase.
I guess it's not on Emma to go and do that sort of homework.
Can
but
you, just for any international listener, what was the Kevin 07 campaign?
it was when Kevin Rudd, quite close to an election, became the leader of the Labor Party. John Howard had been in for, I think he'd won 4 elections or 3. And he'd been in for like 11 years. It was coming to the end of his time. Kevin Rudd said, yank, I'll take that. I'll be the leader. Knocked over Kim Beazley. And he ran a presidential style campaign called Kevin 07
It was just so
in the
catchy.
year 2007.
There's whispers that he's thinking about doing Kevin 27.
That'd be quite a
The big
comeback.
comeback.
He should just run for every multiple of 7. I guess not 17.
No, yeah, he had to wait for 27.
Kevin's keen for 17 would have worked, but I don't think we had an election then. So, Kevin 07, let me test you. Do you remember when he tried to recapture the lightning in a bottle? Because famously he ran in that election, got dumped, and then came back as Prime Minister. So do
I
you...
was in year 10.
He had a... It wasn't quite as good. He tried to redo the magic of Kevin 07 and it just didn't work as well.
Well, obviously not because... Well, he did become Prime Minister again, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
But then he had to go to an election against Tony Abbott, which he lost.
Yeah, okay.
So his slogan that year was, it's our ruddy future.
Oh, instead of bloody.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Not as good as 07, though.
It's not. You just
It's
never
like-
get. It's the second album. It's the
Exactly,
sophomore
yeah,
album.
yeah.
How are you going to beat Kevin 07? There is a real argument that he rhymed his way to the lodge.
It's a good example
real-
of how simple Australians can be.
It's just like, oh yeah, whatever. And then what did John? I wonder if John Howard tried to fight back and be like, "It's on, vote John," or like try, and everyone was like, "It's over, brother. Don't be a coward. Go back to coward. No, wait. Don't be a coward. Back in Howard."
Well, don't be sleazy. Vote for Beasley.
Well, I guess yeah.
I don't know. Should we click on Anthony Albanese?
We probably should.
Yeah, let's just get close to Kev. Let's make our second click.
3 clicks remaining.
Now, just a reminder, we're not allowed to use Control F, so we are very quickly flicking through this page.
I've already seen Kevin Rudd.
Oh wow, where?
The second paragraph. Albanese was appointed leader of the House and also made Minister for Regional Development and Local Government and Minister for Infrastructure, blah, 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 a role he retained after Kevin Rudd was replaced as Prime Minister. He supported Rudd's challenges against Gillard. Yeah, Albanese was elected Deputy Leader of the Labor Party and sworn in. I have this memory of when Kevin became Prime Minister again. And again, I was watching ABC 24 more than any high school student should have been, but that's a separate issue for me. I was absolutely obsessed with all of this stuff. And when Rudd got back, one of his first trips, I think he went to PNG to shore up this insane offshore detention deal that was effectively just trying to out Abbott on immigration. Anyway, Labor. Classic. Thank God that was the end of Labor acting like a right-wing party. So they did this press conference and Albanese was there as deputy and he's like, and Kevin was like, and obviously Albo will be the deputy prime minister. And like Albo tried to make some joke being like, we're going to have a big sleepover in Kirribilli. Or so, like tried to be like, we're having a house party. And Kevin was like, no. And that's the story.
What's the famous Kevin? Let's click on Kevin Rudd quickly because that's somewhat of a win for us.
Feels like we should do
because
that,
then, there we go.
2 clicks remaining.
What was his famous blow up when he was swearing, Kevin Rudd?
Oh, this fucking language. It's so fucking complicated.
Was he filming like an ad or something?
He was filming something in Mandarin and he wasn't happy because he is fluent in Mandarin and it was a promotional video for Asian Vision. He was like, at the request of Archie Aronson, he was like, ni hao, Asian Vision on SBS.
Was he really trying to speak Mandarin?
I believe that's what happened. I mean, we'll be able to find it, I'm sure, in this, like when we go under like controversies or something.
What's wrong?
Sorry, guys. I just need to I don't think I'm getting reception here, and this is like a really important phone call.
Okay.
Doctor.
So Bretz has just left the studio. So I'm going to co-host this with Paige now.
Hello, clickheads.
All right, Paige. Bretz isn't here, be honest. Who do you like more out of me and Bretz?
Team Archie all the way, but
Fuck
don't tell
yeah.
him.
Right. It's such a rare opportunity we've got to talk shit about him now that he's gone. Are you getting bored by all of his knowledge about Australian politics?
Oh, he knows so much, doesn't he? Sometimes it just goes over my head.
I know. Don't you reckon that we should do a poll and see, should we have more or less political chat on this podcast?
Oh, totally,
Yeah.
totally. Let's see what the clickheads want.
What do you think? Do you think we should have less?
In this episode, maybe. Well, I guess we're going to Kevin Rudd, so
Yeah.
naturally there's going to be a bit more chat. But overall, I'm a fan of less, if I'm honest.
Just so we get to know Paige a bit more, you have worked with, well, you still do, with some titans of Australian media. We always feel very embarrassed that you work with some of the greats. I don't know, let's name drop. Mick Malloy, one of them. But then you have to spend all this time every week with us two talking about Kim Kardashian's condoms. Like, how do you...
I wouldn't want it any other way.
Really?
Yep, wouldn't want it any other
Oh,
way.
you're too
My
good.
two favourite people.
Oh, but we know that I'm more of the favourite, which is cool. Well, I'm just down annoyingly in 2000. No, we weren't talking about you at all. Brett has just come back into this video. We definitely we'll cut all this out for sure. We didn't say anything bad.
Okay, that's good. This is truly for no one else, but like the three of us, like what's going on with phone reception at the Sunny Coast, eh?
Yeah,
It's
seriously.
a proper disaster. So I don't know if this guy's tried to call and hasn't come through, or I don't know. Anyway, how are we feeling?
Well, we're feeling pretty good. So we're on Kevin Rudd's page. I've quickly gone all the way down to first term as Prime Minister, even just 2007 election. And I can't see an actual hyperlink for Kevin 07. How many clicks have we made, guys? What have we done?
We
did Olivia Newton-John?
We have 2 clicks remaining. So
Olivia
we're in a
Newton?
pretty good place.
Olivia Newton, Albo, and then Kevin. Oh, yeah, cool.
So we've got 2 remaining, but this will be tough if, I suppose, like in this case, if Emma has said,
10 minutes remaining.
in the case that Emma has said, I am happy with Kevin Rudd or Kevin 07, if Kevin 07 doesn't exist as a page, I think we've won.
Should we get producer Paige to quickly look that up?
Yeah.
I actually have just looked that up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it doesn't have its own page, but it has got 2007 Australian federal election. So if you can click on that.
Which I can see.
Oh,
yeah.
well, that's equivalent to your Kevin 07.
So there's no Kevin 07 Wikipedia page?
No, unfortunately.
That's bizarre.
I'm just trying to think, why would that have a page, I guess? Like,
Well, it's a political campaign, because I'm even looking in here.
because, I mean,
I haven't even seen the words Kevin 07, which is like such. Hang on,
I can't even think of. It's the only one with the slogan that I can remember. Is there any other? I mean, I know we just came up with a couple of good ones, but
I mean, It's Time. Gough Whitlam is the biggest one, I would say.
yeah,
That would be the It's Time campaign everyone talks about.
like if can you
Stop the boats.
Barack Obama's "Yes We Can." Is there a Wikipedia page for that? Just
Let's
while
have a
you're-
look. We'll have a
Pages on that. Well,
That's a good comparison. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this is so bizarre.
they both achieve similar things.
Look at
Barack
this.
Obama and Kevin Rudd.
Indeed, very similar in terms of their like their,
Cultural importance.
their legacies. The election was held on 24th of November and won overwhelmingly by Labor. The result was dubbed a Rudd slide by the media and was underpinned by the considerable support from Rudd's home state of Queensland. Guess who grew up in Kevin Rudd's electorate?
You,
Me.
Yep.
He's
So-
our local member.
Mate, should we get the win? Should we go 2007 federal election?
I mean, I personally think Kevin Rudd is closer to Kevin 07 than
Yes.
just like the page for the
Yeah.
2007 federal election. But let's click on it.
Yeah. All right.
So that gives
1 click remaining.
even if we don't click on it.
Well, we can't. I mean, Paige just said it doesn't exist.
I just want to see if that like election campaign. I just want to see the words Kevin 07.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, Paige, does the Yes We Can campaign exist as a page?
It doesn't come up as a Yes We Can campaign, but there is one that says Barack Obama 2008 presidential campaign, which is the closest we can get to
Yeah,
the Yes
okay.
campaign, yeah.
All right.
I just think it would be sincerely bizarre if the phrase Kevin 07 is not like on this page. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was such
part of
a-
the vernacular. Yep.
like the Liberals' slogan "Go for Growth" was launched after announcing a big tax cut. Da 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 da.
Who came up with it? I wonder. That would be a great guest on Clickheads. Who is the person who was the first?
He's dead.
The person who came up with Kevin 07.
Yeah, he's
How do you fucking know that? Seriously.
I'm about to tell you. So he was a like very famous Labor insider who was like one of their marketing people. I can't remember his name, but he came up with the Kevin 07 campaign, did a lot of advertising for them, and he was really close friends with my high school economics teacher. And Mr. Oh my God, he had a really deep voice. My friend Michael used to fall asleep all the time in classes. He'd be like, Michael Gough, wake up. What? Mr. McDermott. Mr. McDermott was really good mates
We fact check that.
with this guy who came up with the Kevin 07 campaign.
Mm.
And I think he died of cancer.
Right.
In 2000, he would have died in 2013, I reckon. So there you go.
Fun
That's who
fact.
came up with it. What do you want? I'm doing better than Wikipedia right now. Seems like I'm the free
look,
encyclopedia.
To be honest, it's just nice for you to know something after all of my Eurovision questions went completely unanswered. And that was very frustrating.
You were giving a child watching a movie with their parents that neither of them have seen, and you were just like, "Who's that? Who's that? Why? 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 Why the
reference.
dog? Why the dog?" That was you with Eurovision. I told you I don't know much about it, and you were like, "How does the voting work?" It's hard. It was hard.
It's just hard. Sometimes you say you don't know things, but then I can say something crazy like, I don't know. I wonder who the guy is who came up with Kevin. I know.
I did
Because
know.
my home economics teacher's son's
Not
cousin was friends with him.
Not home economics.
Why?
You've seen me cook. If I'd done home ec, that would have been a very bad decision on my part because I'm visibly not good at it.
What do you mean? You're doing great. You're buying your tubs of ice cream every week at the moment, and you're heating up your meals in the freezer.
Archie Page has this strange issue that I buy a tub of. Do you think it's odd to buy a tub of ice cream and like have a little bit each night for like 2 weeks?
I don't think it's odd.
Not at all. I do that.
Yeah.
He thinks it's sad
No, well,
that as
kind
a
of.
single man,
It's funny.
I sit down and eat.
It's funny to picture it. Yeah.
There we go.
Well, I did it last night.
5
Well,
minutes
we've won.
remaining.
Shall we just call it?
Again, it's like it doesn't.
But
I'm going to control F right now.
Well, Paige
With your permission.
Paige,
for the-
you can have my permission. Paige has confirmed that there is no Kevin 07.
Okay.
So we just,
Funnily enough, when you go control F the word Kevin, it's here quite a few times in this article about the election. So that's not really going to help. Yeah, look, I've gone through every reference of 07 and it just doesn't seem like Kevin 07.
is referenced without a hyperlink. Okay.
That is absolutely insane.
I think Emma wanted us to learn this lesson on today's episode.
Me too.
I think maybe she knew that we weren't going to be able to get to that final page in particular, but I mean,
Yes, we can.
That's a 3-click win. That's very
That's
impressive.
our quickest win ever. Ever.
That was decisive.
Yeah.
That's easily. We've got time. We've got about 5 minutes left, and we've got. So how many clicks have we got? How many? Did we only use 3?
Yeah.
Three.
We got 2 in the bank. That means we've got 7 next week.
Is that including the 2007? Well, that's what I was about to ask. Do we introduce a new rule where we can bank our clicks?
Oh, that's
Do we have
interesting.
2 clicks that we're allowed to keep in perpetuity?
Who do you think would get to make the say on that? The clickhead who gave us the mission? Like, does Emma get the say on that?
No, I think
Or-
the 3 of us get to evolve
Oh.
the rules.
Oh, the clickhead committee.
Indeed.
Hmm. Is it the cool clickhead committee?
Yeah, it's the
CCC?
cool. It's the cool clickhead committee. Hang on a minute, Kevin 07, KK Kevin. Maybe that's why. That's why it's not here. I'm just reading about this. I saw the worm. Do you remember the worm? God, there's just so much interesting stuff around this time in Ozpol. This is just so good. I could actually just sit down and munch on this Wikipedia page for hours. This is the good shit. The worm, where they had when Howard and Rudd were debating, they had voters in a room pressing a button, and if they liked what they said, the worm went up, and if they didn't, it went down. It was the worm. It was.
That's what they used to do in radio. They'd put like
Yeah.
focus groups in rooms with a dial, and then they'd play audio of like a breakfast show. And then as soon as they started saying boring shit or they didn't like it, bzzz.
And it was like, I remember.
Thank God they don't do that for our show now. Oh my God, we'd break the machine to be so negative.
I mean, but like, we just get that on Instagram. Like,
True.
we'll be like, here's a video we worked hard on. Someone will be like, gay, kill yourself. Kill yourself now, please.
It's true.
Which is
Yeah.
perfect behavior. Anyone who comments on stuff on the internet is a very normal person, especially about Taylor Swift. Well, that's a thumping. Not unlike Kevin Rudd himself in 2007 with Kevin 07. We just had a thumping victory. It was a Rudd slide. We had a Rudd slide.
No, we've done well this week.
Imagine how horny you would be the night after like a thumping election victory. Like, do you reckon post-historic victory election sex is just some of the great bang? Like Kevin and Therese.
Oh, I'll tell you one thing.
Kevin,
there
I know
wouldn't be
where
a Kim Kardashian condom in sight.
No,
You're going in, you're raw dogging that night.
you're
for sure.
barebacking for the nation.
100%.
You're barebacking for the country.
I always find it funny imagining politicians like just going to bed at night, like tucking themselves in with a doona.
Yeah, and like I
So,
imagine being prime minister is a bit like when you've got a uni assignment and you're like or like uni exams where it's like it's never going to be done. Like you can't just go to bed when your work is done. So it's like, when do I go to bed? I think that would be managed. I'm listening to an audiobook about Trump. And the 2 New York Times journalists in that said there's this like great bit where all these accounts came out that like on multiple occasions they've been like trying to reach Trump. Oh, we don't need
1 minute remaining.
They've been like trying to reach Trump at like 10 in the morning and like no one can get onto the president and someone's gone into the residence and he's like in bed, like sound asleep because he stays up till 5 in the morning. So they're like, yeah, it's really tricky. We have to like manage the president's diary because like obviously if like the ambassador to Turkey is in the Oval Office and Trump's in bed, they're like, well, we don't know what to do. So like, the sleep schedule of world leaders is interesting.
Who do you reckon's got the cruisiest schedule?
The cruisiest.
Yeah. Like, are we thinking that someone that might compete in Asian Vision? Would there be a country there, or
I don't know. I wonder
who's the least busy prime minister or president of the world?
It's so hard to answer this without being deeply insulting. To be
Yeah,
like,
that's why I asked you.
I mean, does New Zealand have a lot to do?
I think Jacinda Ardern was pretty busy, man.
Yeah, but she made herself busy.
Yeah.
I don't think she spent a day in New Zealand.
Oh, gee, don't.
She was too busy
Hey,
on the Colbert Show.
I had to hear all about, like, Lucy's read her book,
Oh yeah,
and there's a documentary too.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah, she's pretty. She's a very.
she is.
That'd be a. No, I
she's
don't
a-
want to do a politician again on the game for a while. But
No,
she's a
me
very
neither.
interesting person. I was
Well,
gonna say,
we don't know. Emma, we love the suggestion, but again, I've been completely rocked by the lack of Kevin 07 page, but that's okay. Tough break for Kevin. Do you remember he cried? I remember he came out and cried when he lost the prime ministership, which I was like, I'd probably cry if I got fired.
If you're an international listener to this and you saw a photo of Kevin Rudd, if you didn't know he was a former Prime Minister of Australia, you would believe that he might be the leader of an Amish community.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
Don't you reckon?
Yeah.
He's Amish.
It is hilarious looking back that in this country of Australia where like our heroes of the Labor Party, like Bob Hawke and Gough Whitlam, who were like very domineering masculine personalities, and then 07, one of the great Labor landslides, it's like, hi, I'm Kevin. I'm from Queensland. I'm here to help. Kevin Rudd sounded exactly like my principal, which we made a lot of fun of on school assembly. He was like, hi, I'm Kevin Rudd. I'm here to help. He used to come to school fetes in my electorate, and it was a big thing that he would give out a bike.
Like a
It
bicycle.
was like a fete. I don't know if it was like an auction or if it was free and there was a raffle. Might have been a raffle.
I'm riding this right to Canberra.
That's why I genuinely think he got so much support in Queensland, because we were just like, oh, he's the guy who turns up at a school fete and eats some fairy floss and gives out a bike. He should be Prime Minister.
He could have been a pedophile.
What?
Oh, it just sounds a bit weird.
He could have been a pedophile.
Well, handing out fairy bread and bikes to children just to get votes.
So you're saying Kevin Rudd, pedophile? Was Kevin 07 the year of the election or the age of his
Preference?
preference?
There's not enough time.
That's why we
today.
have a preference
Why
system
did-
in Australia.
Why did we talk about him on when we first got to the sunny coast? Is he from Nambour?
Yeah, he went to Nambour State High School, as did Wayne Swan. So for a time, the leader, the Prime Minister and the Treasurer were both from Nambour High, which is cuckoo bananas if you ask me. And they were godparents to each other's kids, best friends, and they haven't spoken since 2010. Over because Wayne Swan stabbed him in the back. He came to him and said, I'm supporting Julia for the Prime Ministership. And he said, what's betrayal taste like, mate? He has
Interesting.
this famous quote where he's like, I haven't spoken to Wayne in a very long time, but I would say, and because then on the Killing Season, the Sarah Ferguson 3-part documentary that is available on Stan that I've watched so many times, there's like a moment where they're like, what would you say to Wayne if you could speak to him now? He's like, I'd say, what does betrayal taste like, mate? Can I say my other favourite Kevin Rudd moment? And I've shared this on like tens of podcasts. Rove Live. Rove would have guests on. Every guest, he would ask them at the end. They used to do 20 questions. They used to do $20 in 20 seconds, where they'd ask as many questions as they could in 20 seconds, and then they'd give you a $20 note at the end. And the last question always was, who would you turn gay for? And Kevin Rudd, I think it was as the leader of Labor, came on the show, and they were like, and everyone was like excited. They were anticipating it, and they were like, all right, and finally, the question we all ask, no guest is exempt, Kevin Rudd, who would you turn gay for? And he said, my wife.
Legend.
Now, let's break this down. He's either implying
His wife's a man.
that he, Kevin Rudd, is a straight woman pretending to be a male, and he's going to turn into a lesbian to be with his wife, or he's implying that indeed his wife, Therese Rain, successful business magnate, is a man. And this is complicated by more modern ideas of gender. But I do think the funny part of it as well is that, like, not just thinking about Kevin's answer, it's that he had a team of media and comms people who absolutely said, hey, boss, you're going on Rove. They ask everyone this question. What
This
do
is
you
gonna be
got?
your answer.
And they decided how easy would it be for him to be like, well, it's a hard one, but I do have to say I quite like that Hugh Jackman. Like, they've decided we can't really give an actual answer, so I'm just going to say my wife and potentially imply that she or me is a transgender person.
It's the modern version of this was recently when our current Prime Minister, Albo, was asked on a podcast about Kylie Minogue and if he'd fuck, marry or kill her or whatever it was. And he said he'd shag her. And then there was uproar about it. But like the other answers.
And Albo, if you want to come on our show, we'll ask you so much better FMKs.
But you know, like,
we'll have FMKKKs on our show.
If he had come out with a really bland answer like, oh, she's a national treasure, I couldn't answer that, everyone would be like, oh, what a fucking, just answer it. So Kevin's tried to do the cringy answer and but people remember that.
My wife.
Interesting. Back to the backstabbing.
I would turn gay for my wife. What?
Would
Would you turn gay for Lucy?
No.
See, I think that's the
I
right
don't know.
answer.
I don't know how to answer the question. I was like, what is the right answer to this question?
I don't know.
Just quickly, back to the backstabbing, just before we get out of here. It's interesting that if to backstab the godfather to your children, that's an interesting, tough decision to make.
I have to admit, like, I'm not out here making my work colleagues. I guess I'd make you the godfather. What if you'd made me godfather to your child, and then I was like, I'm moving to London?
No, but what I mean is am I getting this right? If it was a literal backstabbing, then wouldn't the punishment be, oh, fuck, now I've got to look after those kids because I'm their godfather and I just killed the dad? You know what I mean?
I don't think you necessarily
I know it's a bit of a symbolic
send
thing
the
now.
kids to, but I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's the... Do you have godparents?
Yeah, but it's my uncle and auntie.
Yeah.
So my parent, all of us kids,
The ones you always say are weird?
no.
Those ones that,
Here's one, mate. They're all weird. Love them to bits. But I would say that my godparents, I was always like to mum and dad, what a waste, because they're already my uncle and auntie. Why would you make family who already have a title our godparents? That's to grow the family. And mum and dad were like, you just never know what can happen with friends. And I was like, oh, there are some friends who would say, and now that I'm older, I actually agree with my parents. I'm like, you actually, because I have seen, not me, I'm lucky enough to not have had this in my life, but I've seen like some of the most spectacular falling outs between people who I'm like, you are, like, I know people who don't have any contact with their godparents because the parents had like a major falling out, often over like money or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like my mum was like, no matter what happens, we're always going to be family with, even if they like bother us or annoy us, we're always going to be family.
I can't believe you're telling me this now. I don't think I would have named you dogfather if I knew this. You were the dogfather to my dog.
I know.
Does that mean that I'm not on the potential list of godparents to your unborn children?
No, you are.
Or
like,
how high up?
You'd be on the list.
Like tell it's 10, 9, 8.
I reckon you're top 10. You and Lucy.
Awesome.
But-
Cool. But families first. Like weird uncles coming in before me?
Well, I guess the weird uncle in this situation is someone who my sister marries. And my
They don't exist yet.
My sisters are both single at the moment, so
Yep.
I don't have a metric for how weird the uncle of my child will be.
Hypothetical.
Or my wife has weird brothers.
Okay, hypothetical. You have a child. Your two sisters are still single. Are we bumped above them in the godparents list there because they don't have partners yet? Or are you putting them above me?
I guess what you could do in that sense is say Emily's the godmother and someone else is the godfather.
So you'd snub Lucy, my wife. Do you think that I'm
But
more
also,
responsible
you know what?
than my wife?
I did the sense. No, definitely not that one.
Are you serious?
What
I'm
if
very reliable.
What if I named Lucy godmother and not you? What if? But like, I did the census last night, right? And I, for the first time, I think this would be the first time I clicked no religion.
Okay.
And I would usually have still clicked Catholic, even though we were raised. But I was like, no, I'm an adult, and I'm that's not where my life is. So I clicked no religion. So godparents are a religious
phrase?
Yes.
So
would I even have godparents? I think my generation mainly want to have godparents because we just love Sirius Black. and he was a really good godparent to Harry and Harry Potter.
I don't get it.
Do you have godparents, Paige?
I do, yeah.
Who are they?
Also my auntie and uncle, similar to
Interesting.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like a safe bet.
So my godmother is my auntie, and my godfather is like one of my dad's best mates.
See, I think that's quite common as well.
I wonder why that was.
I don't think it has to be a couple. For example, my sister, her goddaddy, that's wrong, her godfather, you know that famous movie, The Goddaddy Part 1?
You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding. You don't even call me goddaddy.
Like, what? What, Vito?
Goddaddy.
That movie would have been more popular.
I think that's the porn version.
I think it
of
would have somehow won more Oscars.
Yeah, that's like
I'm gonna make
it's like
you.
Shaving Private Ryan. There's Goddaddy.
Yeah, okay. The Goddaddy Part 1.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. This dick.
And in the background, there's some
Yeah.
product placement for Kim Kardashian condoms.
Leave. Trying to think of.
Leave the gun. Take the penis.
That's another Godfather quote. It's another good one. There's other ones as well.
It's a 3-hour movie. I'd expect there to be.
Instead of waking up next to a horse's head, it's next to a horse's cock.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff you could do with the Goddaddy.
I'd be very not surprised if this does not already exist. You've got to imagine they've remade The Godfather into a porno. That has to have happened.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You starred in it.
I did.
Yeah, you're a stunt double.
I was the guy with the small penis at the beginning. I was the husband who leaves and then doesn't come back. And then the Goddaddy comes in.
Well, we've really based
well-
on the short clicks to win today, we've lengthened out this podcast.
We have indeed.
So
Oh,
well
we
done,
have.
everyone.
Well
Great to have Paige on the mic. Thank you, Paige.
Thank you.
And yeah, please make sure you send us your selections.
Clickheads. Don't forget to subscribe to the show and share with the clickheads in your life. Plus, you can send your topic suggestions for the next game to ClickheadsPod on Instagram. Thanks for playing Clickheads.